Tonight in Colorado Springs, we have seen 16 homicides in the first 3 months of this year. It's 11 more than this time last year when sadly a record number of homicides occurred.
Some of the cases have led to arrests by the Colorado Springs Police Department, but others still don't have any answers. News 5's Natalie Chuck is joining us now live in studio with the story of one family whose son was killed last year. Natalie.
Diane, in January, we introduced you to Ray Solano. He is one of the fathers of 2 boys, cousins, who were shot and killed at Memorial Skate Park back in November. Now, 4 months later, there's still no arrests, but they haven't lost hope.
I visit his room every other night when I'm feeling down because it's the last place he was, and it still feels like he's there.
Ray Solano sits next to a homemade memorial in his Colorado Springs home, still wondering what happened to his son, Dominic. The 14-year-old was murdered at Memorial Skate Park next to his cousin who was also shot and died.
We'll never forget Dominic and Gage, but we have to move on because we do have 2 other children to take care of.
The Colorado Springs police have yet to name any suspects in his son's case.
I talked to the detective yesterday and he says it's frustrating. He says every time they think they have a lead, they turn a corner and there was a brick wall there. So they're still working it. They're still very active in doing it. I'm always going to have hope.
Data shows the Colorado Springs Police Department had 38 homicide cases in 2021, with a 50% clearance rate, meaning they made arrests. The national average clearance rate is 49%. But as 67 new Colorado Springs police officers get to the streets after graduating, the police department hopes they will be long-term investments that prevent homicides before they happen.
I want to be better than the people that have proven the community wrong. And I want to be better and show people that officers are all individuals as well, and that there are really good officers out there.
And Solano, who had a career in law enforcement back in California, has faith that at some point someone will make a break in his son's case.
The case will never close. It's a homicide, so it'll never close. If the detectives working now can't get it, maybe the new ones have a different point of view or a different angle and may catch him.
And hopefully make Colorado Springs a safer place.
If we have closure and justice for these 2, it prevents them from killing somebody else. Or at least I hope so.
There is still a $10,000 reward for information that will lead to answers about what happened to Dominic Solano and his cousin that night. And his dad believes someone out there has to know something. So if you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 634-STOP.